Imagine holding a coin made of mystery, not just gold. The 1933 double eagle was never officially released, disappeared for decades, and was later traced by the US Secret Service. Incredibly, one legal example resurfaced and was sold at auction for nearly $19 million. Today, this coin is known as the world's most expensive coin. Let's find out why its story is so rare and unbelievable. So let's start it without wasting a time. Let's begin. In 1933, the US Mint struck a new $20 gold coin. It was called the Double Eagle, a masterpiece designed by legendary sculptor Augustus St. Gaudens. Beautiful, majestic, symbolic. But there was a problem. Just as the coins were being minted, President Roosevelt signed Executive Order 6102, banning the hoarding of gold. This order meant something shocking. No gold coins were allowed to circulate. No gold coins could be privately owned. And any gold coins already minted had to be melted down. And so, every single 1933 double eagle was ordered to be destroyed. Every single one. The official record said, all for 145,500 minted coins were melted into gold bars. So theoretically, the 1933 double eagle should not exist. But it does. And that is where our mystery begins. To truly understand the 1933 double eagle, we must go back in time to the early 1930s, a period of fear, economic collapse, and political change unlike anything the United States had ever experienced. The Great Depression was tearing the nation apart. Banks were failing, people were lining up to withdraw their money, and confidence in the American economy had collapsed. When trust in the banking system disappeared, people turned to gold. Gold was no longer just metal. It represented safety, security, and survival in a time when paper money felt worthless. But President Franklin D. Roosevelt had a different vision. He introduced a bold strategy to rescue the US economy, and that decision would unintentionally create the rarest coin in American history. Somewhere within the US Mint, a small number of coins escaped destruction. How this happened is still unknown. Was it a mint worker, a bribe, or an inside job? We may never know for certain. What we do know is that a few of these coins quietly slipped out of the mint and into private hands, because the US government had banned them. Owning these coins was illegal. They were not just rare, they were forbidden. And that is exactly what made them even more desirable. The US Secret Service launched a full investigation. Over several years, they tracked down nearly every escaped coin. Each coin they recovered was confiscated and melted down. By the late 1940s and early 1950s, only one 1933 double eagle was known to still exist outside government control. A coin once owned by a king, King Farouk of Egypt, a ruler known for his extravagant tastes, somehow obtained a 1933 double eagle and received an official export license for it by mistake. It became the only 1933 double eagle in the world backed by legal paperwork. In 1952, Farouk was overthrown, and many of his possessions were auctioned to the public. When the US government learned about the coin, they demanded its return, but it had already vanished. The Farouk double eagle disappeared into secrecy and became one of the most hunted, missing treasures in history. For decades, no one knew where it was. In the mid-1990s, a British coin dealer walked into a hotel in New York City with something astonishing: the missing Farouk 1933 double eagle. The US Secret Service was immediately notified, and the coin was seized in a high-security operation. Suddenly, the world faced a difficult question. What should be done with a coin that was illegal to own, legally exported, illegally obtained, and yet historically priceless? After years of legal battles, negotiations, and government arguments, a deal was finally reached. The 1933 double eagle would become the only one in the world allowed to be privately owned. The coin would be auctioned, and the proceeds would be split between the US Treasury and a private owner. A date was set, and the world waited in anticipation. On July 30, 2002, in a packed Sotheby's auction room in New York, the bidding began. $2 million, $3 million, dollar for million. The numbers climbed faster than anyone expected. Collectors, museums, billionaires, and anonymous bidders competed. The final price reached $7.59 million, and with fees, the total became $7.9 million, making it the most expensive coin ever sold at that time. And this was only the beginning. In 2021, the same coin reappeared at auction. The world was ready. The legend had grown, and the mystery had deepened. The demand was extraordinary, and a new record was set. $18.9 million, a price no one could have predicted. This was no longer just a coin. It had become a relic, a treasure, a symbol of American history, and the rarest legal coin on Earth. Just when the world thought the story was over, a new twist appeared. A famous jeweler's family came forward, claiming they had discovered 10 more 1933 double eagles in a safe deposit box. A legal battle erupted. The U.S. Mint claimed the coins belonged to the government, while the family argued they had been legally inherited. After years in court, the verdict was clear. All 10 coins were ruled illegal and confiscated by the U.S. government. This means the privately owned 1933 double eagle remains truly one of a kind. There are 5 reasons why this coin is worth nearly $19 million. First, it should not exist. It survived destruction. Second, it represents a turning point in U.S. economic history. Third, it carries legal controversy, mystery, and government involvement. Fourth, it is scarce, truly the only legal specimen. Fifth, it has a legendary story involving kings, political overthrows, Secret Service investigations, black market dealings, and record-breaking auctions. No other coin in the world has such a dramatic history. So today, when someone asks why anyone would pay $18.9 million for a coin, the answer is simple. They are not buying gold. They are not buying metal. They are buying the story, the history, the controversy, and the mystery. They are buying a legend. The story of the 1933 double eagle will continue for generations because it reminds us that sometimes the rarest treasures in the world are the ones that were never meant to survive. Thank you for watching this documentary. If you enjoy stories of hidden treasures, rare coins, and forgotten mysteries of the world, make sure to subscribe because this journey has only just begun.